the Week. I'm Dara Breen. Joining me this week are Andy Parsons, Andy Osho and Miles Jupp, Chris Addison, Hugh Dennis and Milton Jones. We start with a round called Headliners. Here's a picture of Defence Secretary Liam Fox and the Prime Minister on a recent trip. But what does FSRC stand for?
Is it, in fact, the four words that describe the pair of them? Feckless, spineless, reckless, clueless.
No, it's not.
Is this Liam Fox's way of making Cameron forget the whole thing? Is it Fox slips Rohypnol into coffee?
Is it Fiver says the recession continues?
Is it outside the window, frankly, Stevenage requires camouflage?
Is it Fergal Sharkey and Richard Clayderman? I haven't got my glasses on, to be honest.
Is it a professional qualification? Are they both fellows of the Society of Right Cocks?
So we're just going for abuse now, are we?
Is it Frank Spencer and Roy Castle?
Stop not recognising them. Somebody tell them who they actually are and we can save a lot of time.
OK, is it Frank Sinatra and Ray Charles?
It's none of these. If I can give you a clue, it's not just two names of any random people that begin FS and RC.
Quite simply, is it Fox's sake resign? Come on.
Is it Frank Sidebottom and Rita Cooley?
It's not! Two people.
Facebook status, relationships complicated.
OK. Please, I'll give you a clue. F stands for Fox.
Fox scandal rocks Conservatives.
Thank you very much, Hugh. Very good. Yes, the answer I was looking for was Fox scandal rocks Conservatives. This is the news that Defence Secretary Liam Fox has been forced to explain his conduct following allegations that his working relationship with best friend and former flatmate Adam Werrity broke the ministerial code. Dr Fox faces a storm over the affair and has apologised to the House. Why is Dr Fox in trouble?
He's in trouble because he has his best man, his best mate, has been using a card which says advisor to Liam Fox. And you're thinking, if he was genuinely an advisor to Liam Fox, he is the worst advisor ever, because his first bit of advice should be, you should be having nothing to do with me. I'm really going to knacker your career.
What's his name?
Adam Werrity.
It's very difficult not to say that as Adam Werrity. All day I've been doing it like he's Elmer Fudd. Adam Werrity, Adam Werrity. Where was that fox? I am Adam Werrity.
But he's been taking Werrity to meetings with him, and I suppose the worry is that will spread through government. I mean, imagine if David Cameron had a useless bloke that he took to meetings with him.
Wouldn't it be great if all of this had come to light because someone would be going through Fox's bins?
Fox has been doing that classic thing of acting all surprised. Well, there appears to have been some wrongdoing. You know, he seems surprised that Werrity was there.
I'm beginning to suspect that Fox actually thought Werrity was his imaginary friend.
Surprised that the rest of us could see. What? You can see him? Can you see the giant rabbit? Forget I mentioned it.
How does he explain his presence at meetings? He's meeting, like, Sri Lankan trade delegations and they're going, hello, you're whatever. And who's he?
Are they played by Mickey Rooney?
They are.
Hello, we from Sri Lanka. We don't really know what people from Sri Lanka sound like. This is foreign.
London has had a meeting with the Secretary of State for Defence and went, who this guy? And he went, he's a friend. OK. And I was fine. And then what do you do? Sit at the end of the couch quietly. Don't mind me. I'm Werrity.
I think that's just the noise he makes.
Werrity. No, it's me. I'd imagine his catchphrase is, I'll just be here. And then occasionally he's leaning forward and going, do you have another Jaffa cake? And the Sri Lanka's going, oh, Jaffa cake.
Jaffa cake. We know here of Jaffa cake. Strange foreign cake.
If they go, oh, well, and then they go into the meeting and you can hear every time the door opens, oh no, Jaffa cake! They're furiously Googling Jaffa cake. Invented Jaffa cake from first principles. Jam! What jam?
Just there stuffing his face.
We can only speculate that this is the way the meetings went.
Liam Fox has set up his own investigation at the Ministry of Defence into his own conduct. I hope he asked himself some pretty tough questions.
Yeah, because he's basically got his mate from the MOD to investigate himself. So I'm thinking, this guy or whoever's doing the investigation will not be allowed to find anything wrong. If they do, they're going to wake up in Guantanamo, aren't they? So they're being surrounded by 4 Asian lads from Birmingham going, at least you know what you're in here for. We've been here since we were 5.
What kind of places was he there? Where was he meeting Adam Werrity?
He met Adam Werrity in places like Dubai.
Yes.
And the people seem surprised that he may have, you know, embarrassed Liam Fox, but he is Liam Fox's best man. That is what best men do. He's basically just extended the best man speech over a number of years. Liam Fox was lucky when he turned up at this meeting in Dubai that, in fact, he was fully clothed, not handcuffed to the desk, and covered in foam.
Do you have any shaving foam? I don't have shaving foam. Jaffa cake and shaving foam.
I think you just can't get rid of him. He's one of those friends that just comes along whether you want them or not. He was his best man. I bet he was there on the honeymoon with Liam Fox's wife thinking, I really can't do it without him in the room. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? We'll carry on.
Do you want to say hello to the boys and girls? No, I'm depressed.
Do you know why...
If you hadn't got that joke in, how long would you have kept the carrot in your pocket?
It's been there since last series.
We've all got work for our best man, haven't we? I mean, who was your best man?
Is that Byrne? But I'm not saying that he got kicked.
He's never appeared on Mock the Week, has he?
Independent role. He doesn't walk around as
There should be an inquiry into this, Dara. I think we should get...
What animal has caused tensions to rise within the Conservative Party recently?
Is it a cat?
It was a cat, yes, it was a cat. This is a cat, with its owner, Camilla Soria and Frank True. Any idea why May the cat was so important?
Yes, basically, this was the whole idea that a judge had said he could only stay in the country because he owned a cat.
He being Camilla Soria, the man on
Turned
the
out it was obviously a lie, and it's important that we shatter that myth. Otherwise, in fact, everybody coming into this country will be trying to buy a cat because, in fact, they can stay here.
Yes, who told the lie?
Theresa May.
Theresa May, yes.
We have, in fact, 10 million cats already in this country, and they kill 300 million creatures a year, including 55 million birds. They are evil bastards.
Cats do show a level of commitment. When we had a cat when I was a kid, right? This cat ate a ball of nylon string. It was when it was about 3 years old, and the string unravelled in its stomach and came out in its poo, right? Which meant that whenever it pooed, it came out like a string of sausages. I was very young, but all I can remember every morning is my dad with a pair of scissors going... It's going to go on for months. I don't know, just lifted it.
I'll just explain it. Camilo Soria is a Bolivian who fought deportation after committing a crime.
He was up for deportation partially because he stole from Debenhams. And that's a bit unfair. You can't get more British than stealing and looting.
What did he steal? What did he steal?
He stole a porcelain cat.
He did.
One of those ones that could wave bye-bye to him. As he left at the airport.
I used to farm cats, and let me tell you, their eggs don't taste nearly as chocolatey as they look.
OK, and the point's going to Mars, Andy and Andy! Now we play a round called quantitative teasing. This game involves Milton, Miles and Andy, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is our stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Television. Who wants to come in on television?
I'll take that one.
Andy.
Very good. OK, so I'm getting a bit fed up with how much reality TV shows are on at the moment. Like, The Only Way is Essex really just did my noodle in. The fact that they won a BAFTA. I mean, that's what for? Best foreign language film? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can just imagine it. Oh, shut up, oh, shut up, oh, shut up, oh, shut up. And then underneath it just says, I'm incredulous at what you've just said. You know, thank God now X Factor's moved away from the audition stages, torturing those poor people. You know, you watch them rock up in the early stages. Hello, what's your name? Gonorrhea! All right, lovely. And what's that you're wearing? Oh, it's a waistcoat I've knitted from my own pubes. All right, lovely. And the weird thing about X Factor is it's making bigger stars of the judges than the contestants. You know, like I was watching Cheryl Cole on Piers Morgan's Life Stories, and I got really angry because I was listening to her talking about being in Africa and my fight with malaria. And I got so angry, and then I remembered malaria's a disease. It's not the name of another toilet attendant she's been kicking the shit out of. Yeah. All I say is this, look, if she likes it in black people so much, maybe she should go out with Chris Brown, see how that works out for her.
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is hospitals. Who wants to come in? Miles.
Hospitals. I can understand why some people think that they're a good idea. I really dislike them. I think hospitals are terrifying places to be. I've had several general anaesthetics over the last years. I'm terrified of all of these things. I think hospitals, they are basically they are grey buildings full of people who are dead, about to be, overworked, stressed out, or asking for change for the car parking facilities. That's all they... I can't understand, therefore, why, even now, even today, we have this thing where the idea that a nurse's uniform is considered sexy. Now, I've got no doubt whatsoever that lots and lots of nurses themselves... I should imagine some of them unbelievable creatures, but the idea... But the idea that the outfit itself is sexy. And yet, if you wander into a sex shop, either, deliberately or, you might have some sort of job that involves touring, you've constantly got to go and ask directions in places. Still, people are buying nurses' uniforms as a sexy outfit. What is sexy about a nurse's uniform? Surely a nurse's uniform, that just screams hospital at you. Who's at home going, oh, I'll tell you what, darling, could you dress up as a nurse for me tonight? You dress up as a nurse. I want you to remind me of the time I had a length of my bowel removed. Would you do that for me? Would you? Of course. Go on, I'll tell you what, when you put that on, act like a naughty nurse. Go on, act like a naughty nurse. A naughty nurse is one that doesn't wash their hands. That smothers you with a pillow, having subtly encouraged you to alter your own will.
Thank you very much, Miles. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been after. Let's spin the wheel. It's travel. Away you go.
Keep Britain tidy. Chop off Norfolk and Cornwall. People from New Zealand don't like being called Australian, do they? Oh, no. What people from Britain don't realise is an entirely separate culture. There's a great big sea between the two places. What people from New Zealand don't realise is that we in Britain don't care. I've just come back from Holland. When I was there, I was in a fish restaurant, and the bloke on the table next to me began to cough, so I ignored him. Then he began to cough a bit more, so I still ignored him. Then he began to choke really, really badly, so in the end I stood up and I smacked him on the back really hard. Anyway, it turns out he was just speaking Dutch. That works with Welsh as well. You have to admire the